This week on C Plus News Time, Peter Farley is going to AT&T, Amazon announces the premiere date for its latest pilots, and Nickelodeon is introducing a gay couple. I'm not going to say anything here with fear of making a totally non-PC joke. What? You knew what you're getting into. This, C Plus News Time.
It's C Plus News Time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White.
If I could have one superpower, it'd be happiness. Welcome back to C Plus News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the comedy news you didn't know about for the week of July 18, 2016. First up, Peter Farley is making a show for AT&T's audience network. What even is that? The series, Loudermilk, went straight to order, 10 episodes, and was co-created with Bobby Mort, who is known for writing The Colbert Report. The show follows a character named Loudermilk, a rehab counselor recovering from his own various addictions, and he pretty much hates everything. Needless to say, he's a pretty surly dude. Oh, and look, it looks like the audience network already has 3 other shows. Production is said to begin this fall in Vancouver. Next up, Amazon's comedy pilots are coming in a few weeks. Every year, Amazon releases the pilots it's ordered onto the masses so that their views count as votes, and the company ultimately greenlights the ones with the most views. This year has 3 big comedy offerings. The first is called I Love Dick and comes from Amazon staple Transparent's Jill Soloway. The show follows the 1997 feminist book of the same name. Comedy character mainstay Catherine Hahn is on the project, along with Kevin Bacon. Then there's The Tick, which is arguably the most anticipated, even if it doesn't have Tick mainstay Patrick Warburton. This version of the blue rubber-suited superhero's adventures is led by Peter Serafinowicz, with Griffin Noonan as his faithful sidekick Arthur. Oh, and hey, look, a set photo. Nice. These two are joined by Jean-Claude Van Damme's show Jean-Claude Van Johnson, a show about a martial arts movie star who moonlights as a private contractor. Felicia Rashad is there too. So it's basically about IRL, JCVD, COOL, TTYL. And finally, in today's PC climate, the world jumps at every chance it has when a show doesn't feature, or features too heavily, one of the LGBT plus community. Just look at the backlash and national freaking headlines with a gay Sulu in the latest Star Trek movie. Original Sulu George Takei thinks it mucks up creator Gene Roddenberry's original vision, and everyone else says, more gay stuff. Hey, wasn't this about people exploring space? Now, Nickelodeon is throwing its slime-covered hat into the ring with 2 gay character introductions. If you watch the show The Loud House, and I know you do because I've seen some episodes too, the parents of the main character's best friend will be revealed as, wait for it, gay dads. Even better, they'll be played by daytime game show host and bitch choker Wayne Brady and Mad TV and Ghostbuster screamer Michael McDonald. This happens only a year after the revelation that the titular character from The Legend of Korra swings in the other direction. And this very same introduction, the AV Club points out, is very reminiscent of how Disney Channel's Good Luck Charlie introduced its own pair of gay characters. These aren't the first gay characters in children's shows either. By my research, there have been gay characters as far back as Braceface. Shoot, now I can't get that theme song out of my head. Her life was complicated. Anyway, gays were only hinted in the past, but more accepting world now allows for diversity among the vivid cast. Cartoon Network has 3 shows on right now that have such a cast. Steven Universe, for example, has several of its many story threads revolving around lesbian and gay characters. I don't want to dive into it. The fans already have their fiction and storylines. Before that, Adventure Time hinted at a past between Marceline and Princess Bubblegum, and Clarence has a lesbian couple too. Those are just the kids shows. More adult shows with a gay character include King of the Hill, The Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park, Venture Brothers, Sailor Moon, Yu Yu Hakusho, and more. And that doesn't even include comics. But the problem is that with today's climate, the mere hint or addition of a gay character makes the front page of major news sites. A lot of that can be chalked up to social media and all that, but I can't help but think, Would this be the same way people reacted when the first black person or leading non-damsel in distress was added to the cartoon world? The national freakout is not new. It's been happening for some time now. Before How to Train Your Dragon 2 released, the world stopped because one of the main characters played by Craig Ferguson, Gobber, mentioned, in passing might I add, that he didn't marry the man he wanted to marry. Just look at this article from 2014 when the movie was released. And this one too. And this one. These are major sites, people, and this is news. Sure, gays are underrepresented when it comes to the mainstream media. They used to be the butt of the joke and overly played out, but there's gotta be a happy medium when it comes to this stuff. Will and Grace had a leading gay character on the show that lasted for a good while. Was it in the headlines every day? Now, people create petitions in order to turn already established characters gay. Doesn't matter if Elsa from Frozen is a true ice queen. No, guys, and it shouldn't ruin your enjoyment of the movie. Neither should two passing characters who only got 10 seconds of screen time, if that, in Finding Dory either. Look, I get it. You want everyone to have equal representation, but is it necessary to take the extra 5 minutes to stop all story progression and have a character come out because 5,000 people signed their names on a SurveyMonkey post? Does it really make sense to have someone look in the camera as they pander to the audience? No. So let's not make too big a deal out of this. The Loud House, Legend of Korra, and Adventure Time are introducing this stuff in a tasteful way. They're not force-feeding it like Steven Universe or that Ellen DeGeneres fanfic you write. Calm down and enjoy the show. And that's all the news I have for you for this week on C Plus News Time. Why don't you subscribe and check out one of our other videos? Of course, you can always head to the website cpluscomedy.com, where we got the latest news, reviews, features, interviews, and other good comedy bits that only I can provide you with. You can follow us on Twitter at cpluscomedy, follow me on Twitter at ChadBlackWhite, like us on Facebook, tumble with us on Tumblr, and be accepting of others, because you never know who's gonna come around and be super famous or super hot in the future. So, like I said, sleep with everybody. Learn!